All right, let's get Jenny on here because she's been living with a guy for 2 years. It has turned into something more. She just wants to make sure that dude would be faithful. Hey, Jenny, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, tell us
Hi.
about this dude and why you want us to test his loyalty.
Well, to give some context, I've lived with Nathan for about 2 years. We had a friend who introduced us, and then we became roommates, and before it was platonic, but I've always been attracted to him, and I didn't think he had any interest in me. I mean, for the first year, he had a girlfriend who was always here, but then she went away, they broke up, and then about 3 months ago, things started to get more flirty with us. And then one night we had a party at our place, and he kissed me. And I thought first, oh, maybe this is just the alcohol talking. It's like a one-time thing. But then things escalated, and it happened again, and there was no alcohol. And we've actually got together, and it seems like we are together. I mean, we sleep in the same bed nearly every night. However, we never really had that official, are we a couple talk. And then the other night, I heard him on the phone, and he referred to me as just his roommate, which really hurt because I thought, we're more than that. And I don't know. I just don't really know how he really feels about me. And I know that he's a huge flirt, and I'm just wondering if maybe he's a womanizer. But I haven't seen him, do any womanizing things. He never leaves without me, so I don't know if he's dating. I don't think he's dating anyone else publicly, but maybe he's being sneaky. So I'd just like to see if he would take the bait with your Instagram segment.
Mm-hmm. We can for sure do Instagram scam, but Jenny, you are his roommate. You're just his roommate with benefits. If you guys haven't had a conversation, then that's on the both of you. You can't, in an instance like this, you can't make assumptions. If you don't tell him what you want, how can you expect him to give it to you?
Oh, he's giving it to her.
I know.
Stop it.
I guess I'm afraid to know the truth.
I get it.
I'm not afraid anymore. I mean, I don't know. It seems like we're together. He doesn't. I just don't want to scare him away. I mean, we do live together.
Well, that's a terrible reason to engage in a relationship and not have the combo. I just don't want to scare him away with the truth.
To be fair, he could be in the exact same situation. Maybe he doesn't think that you feel as strongly for him as he does for you. And so maybe he knows that you could hear him on the phone in the living room and doesn't want to freak you out by saying, oh, my girlfriend's in the other room when you haven't even had the conversation. So I wouldn't knock it out before you actually talk to him. But I mean, I guess we can do the back route and go do the Instagram scam.
I'm with Abby. That was my thought also, is that's a real possibility that he knew you were close by and he don't know what to call you yet either. So he went with roommate and you got all offended by it. You guys just need to have this conversation, but it's way better radio if we do this for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the healthy thing would be to have the conversation.
I'd like to see his true colors. Secretly.
Yeah.
You're about to see him.
Yeah, we are all for dysfunction.
Let's do it.
We are all doing things in a very unhealthy way. So this fits right into our mission statement. All right, hold on 1 second for us. We'll get some info. We will test him tonight, and we'll give you some results tomorrow, okay?
All right, thank you so much.
All right, Jenny, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
That's a tricky one right there. That's why, I've been in that situation before where you start to mess around with roommates, man. That's a tricky scenario.
Roommates, coworkers, anything where it's close to home is always tricky.
Right. All right, well, let's find out. I will turn this over now to to Abby.
Okay, so we had a friend comment on your roommate's Instagram story. He posted a selfie video of himself on top of a hill or a mountain of some type with really pretty sunlight shining through the clouds. And here's how the conversation went. So we had her say, OMG, gorgeous. And then he replied, thanks. I took this the other day and forgot to post. One of the prettiest sunsets ever. And then she said, yes, it's pretty, but that's not what's gorgeous.
Turn it up.
And then he replied, you were right. I was just checking out your pics. You're what's gorgeous. ...
Here we go. Mm-hmm. Here we go.
She said, I'm blushing. He said, how did you find me?
A radio station.
She said, I guess Instagram knows what I like. How often are you taking these sunset hikes? And then he said, well, full disclosure, this wasn't during a hike. I was driving and I pulled over for this view. And then she said, so do you go searching for sunsets alone? And then he said, so far, ... She said, so far, you don't currently have anyone to join you? And then he said, I do not. And then she said, no girlfriend? And then he said, nope. And then she said, nobody special in your life at all? You must be dating someone. And then he said, not really, waiting for the right person to come along. And then she said, someone who enjoys mountaintop sunsets? That can't be hard to find. There are lots of us out there. And then he said, oh, really? Sounds like we need to meet for a sunset date. And then she said, sounds like a perfect way to get to know someone. And then he said, why wait? Tomorrow? And then she said, let me make sure I'm free. And then got out of the conversation and then blocked his ass.
Okay, Jenny, he's really not guilty of anything.
He really didn't do anything wrong.
He really hasn't done anything wrong here. I mean,
He's not cheating because you guys never established yourself as a couple. He strictly views you as a roommate with benefits.
what you think?
Well, I'm very disappointed.
I know. I'm sorry.
Well, all you gotta do is have a conversation with him, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is...
Yeah, because I want something serious, so I don't want to play games like this.
Okay, but so as my friend Jenny, you want something serious. We have the proof is in front of us. He does not want something serious. And I don't think you having a conversation is going to change that. I think it's going to make things very awkward in your current living situation. So I would advise you to stop sleeping with him. Like, I just feel like this has the potential. It's already hurt you, right? Again, we established he didn't do anything wrong. You guys were not exclusive. He didn't cheat on you. You guys were just, bump buddies. So at this point, you have to decide if he wanted to. We always say this all the time. If he wanted to be with you, he would be with you.
Facts.
And so I think this is the sign you need to self-check and be like, all right, he is not into me the way that I am into him. So do I want to continue to have this strictly physical relationship, or do I just want to put a stop to it, move on, and find somebody who can give me what I'm looking for?
I say bring a dude over to the house.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think when he brings it up, you got to say you got to stop because you're seeing somebody new.
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
Stir up a little jealousy.
Try it.
And verbalize what you want in the future instead of being afraid to talk about it because you end up here either way. So say what you want.
The Bert Show.